Welcome back, guys. I'm Zell, and today we're answering a question. If you're a knife guy, you get this question all the time. What knife do I get? I only need one, but what knife do I get? Or if you're that knife guy who's been, using some Chinese Kershaws, which are fine knives, or maybe you've got a handful of Gonzos. Also, pretty decent knives, maybe even a rat. Darn good knives. But what's that next step? What do I get now that I want to move up the ladder? That's the question we're going to answer today. Alright guys, kicking off our list, we have the Swiss Army Cadet size knives. There's 3 or 4 different variations of this, maybe more. And the 58mm Swiss Armies. There's several different variations of that one too. These are great knives if you need to carry in the pocket and not clip to the pocket. And they give you plenty of tools at a very reasonable weight, and they're just great little knives. They don't have some super steel in them or anything, but they do a good job, good reliable knives. At number 4 on the list, we have the Manix 2 and the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. These two are your knives for that guy or that person that wants a little bit harder used knife, or maybe they're cutting stuff all day. Because these knives do that. They're ergonomically very good. The blade steels in all the different models are at least good, if not very good. We have S30V here and S110V here, which are very good and extremely good. But they come in several different variations and start around, I'm not even sure anymore, $70-$80, all the way up to about 140. And these are your serious cutting tools, and for that guy that maybe wants a little bit larger knife. At number 3 on our list, we have the US-made Kershaws, and this is just 2 examples of them. There are several different US-made Kershaws. It's a Skyline and a Kershaw Leak, which is the assisted model. And these knives are for that person that doesn't want to spend, the money that we're spending on some of these other knives, but still wants a good quality, regular EDC knife that's going to have a pocket clip to clip to their pocket. And also may want the assisted feature. I think most all of Kershaw's offerings in the US line are assisted, with the exception of the Skyline. And the Skyline is a very good knife, and so is the Leak. And for that matter, so are all the other US made Kershaws. You'll know they're US made because they say so on the box if you're in the store. And if you're looking around on Kershaw's website, you can use the search filter at the top of the page to click the Made in USA button. At number 2 on our list, we have the FRN model Spydercos. And this is just a sampling. They go from the Ladybug all the way to the Endura here, and there's some that I don't have. There's a Native and a Stretch. But the Delica, this one here, is considered your general EDC knife. A blade of about 3 inches, very light, easy to carry, and works very well. The Dragonfly would be your pocket EDC, or for some people maybe clip to the pocket. I generally just let that one float in my pocket if I carry it. And Spyderco has you covered here. Most of the knives in Spyderco's FRN line come in multiple different steels, whether it be ZDP 189 for the superior edge retention, or H1 for the superior corrosion resistance, or the standard VG10 to have a little bit of both. Spyderco's got you covered, and these FRN knives are very good knives for the money you're spending. The Delica is right around $60-$65, and the other ones kind of float a little above or a little less than that. And they're just great knives for that person that just wants one knife or wants something good and reliable for everyday carry. And number 1 on our list is the Benchmade Griptillian. There are 4 models of the Benchmade Griptillian. There are the large and small in the HG model. That's hollow ground with a sheep's foot blade and a kind of a spidey hole here. And large and small with our standard drop point blade. The best thing about these knives is they give you this axis lock, which Makes opening and closing the knife really easy. The second good thing about these is Benchmade's warranty. Benchmade has got your back. If you have a problem with the knife, if you break the knife, if you have some sort of issue with the knife, you can send this thing back to Benchmade and they will help you out. It's not always going to be free. They may charge you a little bit if you break something or whatever, but they've got your back and they can get you back into a knife relatively easily and quickly. And that's one of the best features. The one thing I will say, as of 2016, if you are looking at a Griptillian, it's better to go buy one in person, because sometimes their quality control coming out of the factory is not all that great. Now, if you do get one that has some problems, it's no problem to get it fixed. Benchmade will hook you up on getting it fixed. But it's better just to buy them in person. If you have a higher end sporting goods store, or, a Bass Pro, Cabela's, and various other stores, they will probably have Griptillians in stock. That way you can get one out and look at it. Alright, so I hope that helped you out. I get that question a lot. People will ask, well, what knife should I get? I really only need one pocket knife. And there isn't a good singular answer, but the 5 that we picked out there, and I know they're not 5 specific knives, but the 5 representations of knife families, I think you can use that to set people on the right path. To get what they need and what they may want, instead of going, oh God, I don't know. Because, I do that a lot. I'm like, it depends on a lot of things. What are you going to use it for, the blah, blah, blah. And these people are really looking for a straight answer. They want to know one knife. Give them a model number and a brand. And maybe this video was helpful in helping you find that model number and brand for these people. Or maybe it was helpful for you so that you can find that model number and brand, because you're wanting to move up the ladder a little bit and get some of those standards, some of those knives that are the backbone of the EDC community. Anyhow, guys, I really appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.